So, we continue with FIFO para isang diretso tayo, no? Again, we will answer the same problem using FIFO. Ang FIFO kasi, medyo nakakalito na onte, pero kaya naman, no? So, as promised, ano natin siya, pagtapatin natin, diba? So, yung first step, the steps are all the same naman, kaya lang may mga pinagkaiba lang siya ng onte, especially sa computation ng EUP, sa pag-compute ng cost per EUP. Cost assignment is a little bit different as well. So, pag tinanong niyo yung mga ate nyo or kuya ninyo na tapos na sa cost accounting, medyo mas mahirap yung FIFO kaysa sa weighted average. Okay? So, we start with the units to be accounted for. Actually, dito walang pinagkaiba to. Yun pa rin siya. Oops, sorry. Walang pinagkaiba yan. Same pa rin siya. No? So, yung units to be accounted for natin is still at 100,000 units. Okay? Now, as far as, ay, nakat ko pala. Sorry. So, units to be accounted for natin is still at 100,000 units. Now, when it comes to the units accounted for, dito tayo medyo magkakatalo ng onte. Okay? Kasi, di ba, sabi ko nga sa inyo, FIFO means first in, first out. So, aside from the physical, binanggit ko na to kanina, di ba, that pag natapos yung workday ng, let's say, July 31, di ba, tapos mayroon kang naiwan na hindi mo pa natatapos, pagdating naman ng August 1, you will not start working on new units. What will you do? Pagpasok ng mga trabahador, ano yung isasalang nila sa production? Diba? Ang isasalang nila agad doon, yung naiwanan, yung hindi natapos from July 31. Yun muna yung tatapusin nila before they start with the new units. So, sa FIFO method, o ng weighted ng process costing, parang kino-consider natin yon not only not only with the physical flow of goods but also dun sa cost niya. Ganun ang ginagawa natin sa kanya. Okay? So, sige. So, dito, diba, kanina sa weighted average, ano lang meron tayo? Ang meron lang tayo nun, completed. Tama? Meron ka lang completed. So, dito rin naman, meron pa rin naman completed, no? Pero, so we have units completed. Pero, tong completed natin na to will be further classified into two. Diba? Kasi, yung nakompleto natin this month, nanggaling yan from the beginning inventory, from your beginning inventory rather, and the units started and completed this month. Galing siya, yung again, the completed units are from where? The units in your beginning inventory plus the units that you have started and completed this month. Okay? Tapos, syempre, we also have the ending inventory. So, balikan natin yung given information sa problem, ha? Sabi dyan kasi, the ending inventory is still at how many units? We have 30,000 units. Tapos, yung beginning inventory natin is equal to 34,000 units. Sorry, these are the actual units. Okay? 34,000 units. So, yung rule naman natin, hindi pa rin nagbabago. Diba? As long as walang lost units, walang nawawalang units, diba? Dapat yung units accounted for natin, the units accounted for must be equal to the units to be accounted for. So, dapat 100,000 pa rin siya. Kaya nga, i-work back na lang natin yung units started and completed natin. So, we have 100,000 minus 30,000 minus 34,000. We will get 36,000. Okay? So, anong pinagkaiba? O, pag binalikan niyo yung kanina, very simple. Diba? Simpleng-simple lang siya, o. Ano nangyari dyan? Kanina, completed ng 70,000 and then ending inventory, 30,000. Pero, pagdating sa FIFO, hindi siya ganun kasimple. Ano nangyari dyan? Diba? we are not satisfied na classified lang yung units as completed and ending inventory. Yung completed units mo, kina-classify mo pa siya further into beginning inventory at saka started and completed. So, pag in-add natin to, try lang natin ha, pag in-add natin yung beginning inventory plus the, sorry. If we add the beginning inventory plus the unit started and completed, di ba? We'll still get 70,000. So, same pa rin naman siya. I mean, same pero may pinagkaiba. I don't know kung nagigets nyo, pero ganun siya. Okay? So, again, in FIFO, hindi tayo satisfied lang na completed yung units, di ba? Anong kailangan? Very particular ka sa completed units. Ilan dyan yung nanggaling sa beginning inventory. Completed units mo, sabi mo 70,000. 34,000 nanggaling dun sa beginning. Ibig sabihin, the remaining 36,000 of the completed or transferred out units came from the units that we have started this month and also completed this month. Kaya nga, again, ito pa, tingnan nyo. Pag in-add nyo to, yung started and completed, at saka ending inventory, 36 plus 30,000, equal siya dun sa unit started natin na 66,000. So, ayun siya. Okay? Sige. So, yun. Now, next, ayan na yung units accounted for natin. So, we proceed to the next step, which is the EUP, Computation of Equivalent Units of Production. So, same process, no? Yung work done this month, andun pa rin siya. And then, we have material X. Then, work done this month, material Y. Work done this month. Then, this is for the conversion. Okay? Sige. Now, kanina, di ba, in weighted average, we have this rule na kapag completed yung units, we assign a work done this month of 100%. So, ngayon, in FIFO, meron din naman tayong ganun. Pero, hindi mo siya i-assign sa completed units lang. Diba? Actually, ito nga, uurong na natin yan eh. Kasi, ang classification na ng units mo, beginning, started and completed, and ending. So, in FIFO, what we do here is we assign a work done this month of 100% for the unit started and completed. Okay? Kasi talaga namang, yung work done this month sa kanya is 100%. Kailan ba siya sinimulan? This month. You have also finished the units this month as well. So, 100% talaga siya. Okay? Now, tingnan natin to. Ending. Ending muna. Mas madali eh. So, for ending, once you have done, or once, hindi naman nagbabago. Nagawa na natin to kanina, diba? Yung analysis natin will remain the same. So, for material X, since material X are added at the start of production or at the beginning of work, diba? Once we have started working on the 30,000 units of ending inventory, we have added all the material X needed. So, 100% yung work done natin sa kanya. Diba? What about material Y? Ganun ulit, si material Y, kailan ba siya nakadaan sa 60%? Or nakadaan na ba, yung ending inventory ba natin nakadaan na ng 60% completion? Diba? Wala namang pinalitan eh. 50% complete pa rin daw yung ending inventory natin. And therefore, we haven't added any material Y yet. So, 0% tayo dyan. Okay? For conversion, yung rule natin kanina na whatever the percentage of completion given, yun yung completion niya or work done as far as conversion. Same pa rin yun. So, lagay natin dyan 50% yung work done this month natin. Now, ito yung hindi natin ginawa kanina sa weighted average. we haven't analyzed or we haven't determined the work done this month for the beginning inventory units. Kasi nga, sinama mo siya dun sa completed na nilagay mo agad 100%. In FIFO, you cannot do that. Diba? Kasi in FIFO, we are very specific, we are very particular with the beginning inventory with the beginning inventory units. Okay? So, sige, let us analyze this. Bakit ba siya naging beginning inventory? Diba? 34,000 units. 34,000 units is considered as our beginning inventory because these are the units that we have started working on last July but we're not finished as of July 31. Diba? Ganun lagi yun eh. Whatever your ending inventory last month becomes your beginning inventory this month. Okay? So, ganun lagi yun. So, ngayon, as far as material X is concerned, kailan ba dinadagdag yung material X? Diba? Dinadagdag siya at the beginning of work in the mixing department. So, my next question is, when did you start working or when did you begin working on the 34,000 units beginning inventory? Kailan mo ba sinimulang gawin yan? Kasi kung kailan mo siya sinimulan, dun mo nilagay si material X. So, based on our definition of the beginning inventory, these are the units we have started working on last month, but we're not yet done. Diba? So, kung sinimulan siya last month, kailan mo na ilagay yung material X? Diba? Last month din. So, may dinagdag ka ba na material X sa kanya this month? Wala na. Nalagay mo na eh. Nalagay mo na lahat ng kailangan yung material X last month. So, ito, 0% yung work done this month natin sa kanya. As far as material X is concerned. Okay? Oh. Next, what about material Y? Sige, so balikan natin. Sabi sa problem, material Y is also added in the mixing department, but not until units are 60% complete with regard to conversion. So, kailangan nating balikan yung percentage of completion natin or work done natin as far as conversion. So, based on the given information in the problem, the beginning inventory is already 80% complete as to conversion. So, lagay natin dito, binigay na niya eh, 80% complete as to conversion. So, if that is the case, 80% complete na pala siya as to conversion, kailan nakadaan na ba siya ng 60%? Diba? The answer is yes, 80 na nga eh. So, dahil nakadaan na siya ng 60%, tanong, kailan? Kailan? 80% na siya eh, as of August 1. Ibig sabihin, nakadaan siya ng 60%, July pa. May nabigay ba tayo or may na-add ba tayo material-wise sa kanya this month? Wala rin. So, 0%. Okay? Ganon siya. Ganon mo siya titignan. No? Very specific tayo again when it comes to beginning inventory. Okay? So, syempre, mag-iiba to. Kunwari, ang sabi sa problem, yung work in process natin, work in process inventory as of August 1, 80% incomplete as to conversion. Oh. Pag sinabing 80% incomplete, ibig sabihin yun pa yung kulang para maging completed unit siya. So, ano mangyayari dyan? Yung work done this month natin for conversion will be what? 80% incomplete. Teka, parang mali ako. 80% complete to. So, sorry. This is 20% na lang pala. Yan. Mali. Ulit. 80% na yung nakompleto mo last month. So, therefore, you only need to fill out or you need to fulfill only 20% of the you only need to exert 20% more effort in order to complete the units. Yun pala yun. Sorry 20% to. Anyway, balikan natin yung sinasabi ko. Paano kung 80% incomplete siya? Kung 80% incomplete to, yung work done this month mo for conversion will not be 20% but 80%. 80 yan. Okay? Tapos, si material X, walang magbabago. Work done this month is still 0%. Kasi nga, kailan mo ba sinimulan? Nung nakaraang buwan pa. Na-add mo na lahat ng material X na kailangan sa kanya last month pa. But for material Y, since 20% complete pa lang siya as of the start of the month, diba? Dadaan siya ng 60% completion in the month of August. And therefore, itong 0% na to, magiging 100% siya. So, ingat din ha, kasi minsan hindi puro completion yung binibigay. Minsan, incomplete. So, yun pa yung kailangan gawin. Diba? Same with ending ha, baka ang binibigay sa inyo, 40% incomplete. O, kung 40% incomplete, ibig sabihin, 60% was already finished this month. Diba? So, ganun siya. Okay? Now, ano gagawin natin? Okay na tayo with the work done this month, percentages. So, we just have to compute for the EUP. Diba? So, multiply. For material X, we have 0 for beginning, 36,000 for the unit started and completed, and 30,000 for the ending inventory. And then for material Y, multiply the actual units by the work done this month, 0 for the beginning inventory, 36,000 for the unit started and completed, and 0 for the ending inventory. For conversion, syempre we have 20% multiplied by the actual units. So we have 6,800, 36,000, and 15,000 respectively. So get the sum. Diba? So the EUP for material X is 66,000, 36,000 for material Y, and 57,800 for conversion. So, ganyan siya. Okay? So, yan yung EUP natin. Kung ito, pinapasagutan sa atin using FIFO, this will be our answers, or these are our answers for requirement number 1. Okay? So, ayan. Medyo nakakalito lang na onte. Pero, ang tip ko sa inyo, you have to practice computing for the equivalent units of production. Pag yun na-master nyo, the next steps are all procedural naman na. So, hindi na siya masyadong ganong kahirap. Okay? Sige. So, next, we have to compute for the cost per EUP. So, since first in, first out tayo, diba? Again, very specific ka sa beginning inventory mo. Diba? Ang gagawin natin ngayon, in computing for our cost per EUP, we will only consider or include yung cost this month natin. We will only consider yung cost this month natin. Hindi mo isasama yung cost last month. Okay, so ito. Cost this month. So we have material X, material Y, and conversion. Okay? So, ano yung reason doon? No? Why don't we include yung cost incurred last month natin? Kasi nga, ano bang ginawa mo? Diba sa pag-assign ng EUP, kung last month nagawa yung work, hindi mo na siya in-assignan ng EUP, ng work done this month dito. Kumbaga, sa EUP, determination pa lang, very specific ka, ano lang ba talaga yung nagawa ko this month? And therefore, pagdating natin dito sa cost per EUP, you also have to consider the cost that you have only incurred this month as well. So, ano lang naman yan dapat compatible yung numerator and yung denominator. So, kanina, yung denominator natin includes even the work that we have done last month. Kaya, yung numerator mo, sinama mo rin yung cost last month. For FIFO, our denominator only includes the work done this month. So, yung numerator natin, ganun din. Okay? So, we will divide this by the respective EUP. So we have 66,000, this one is 36,000, this one is 57,800. So ito parang siguro may ano to, may butal kasi hindi naman talaga siya hindi naman talaga to pinapakompute sa atin. So same process, just simply divide 152,700 divided by 66,000. So nakita nyo, laki ng butalo. Ang haba niya 2.3136, diba? So since I am using Excel, it will be very hard for me or medyo mas mapapahaba pa kung mag-round off pa tayo. So dediretso ko siya. But again, pagdating sa quizzes ninyo, in your examination, pag butal, use 4 decimal places. Use 4 decimal places tayo. Okay? So we copied the same formula for material YN conversion. I'm not sure kung ito buo ba to, 3.775, sakto ba siya or what. Pero yung sa conversion, I tingin ko ano to, butal din siya. So, just like what we did earlier, compute for the sum, para mas madali, we have 11.3675. Diba? Yan po yung magiging ano natin. Total cost per EUP. Okay? So, we're done with step number 3. Sorry. This is step number 4. So, we're done with step number 4. Okay? So, next, we have to compute for the cost to be accounted for. Okay? So, actually, the cost to be accounted for will not change. Pareho pa rin yan. We are answering the same problem. Wala namang nabago dun sa cost. Diba? So, yung cost to be accounted for natin, teka, kopyahin ko na lang dito. We have the sum of all the costs given, diba? Last month, this month. So, that is 866,500. Now, ano na mangyayari dito sa cost to be accounted for natin? The next step is to prepare the cost assignment, diba? So, kung kanina, completed units lang, tsaka ending inventory yung nasama. This time, we will assign cost to the beginning inventory, tapos yung unit started and completed natin, kasama rin siya. Okay? So, sige, para hindi kayo malito pala, kopyahin ko na lang din ito. Lagay ko siya dito. Sige. So now, cost to be accounted for is at 866,500. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to assign the cost to our beginning inventory. Diba? So, we have cost of completed or transferred out units. Okay? So, dito, we have the completed beginning inventory. So, for the beginning inventory, una mo munang lalagay dyan is the cost last month. Remember, in the cost per EUP we have computed here, hindi mo naman sinama yung cost last month, diba? This month's cost lang yan. Kasi nga, ang intention natin dyan is that kung magkano yung cost last month, which is equal to 272,780, i-assign mo lang lahat siya dun sa beginning inventory units mo. Very specific ka talaga. Okay? So, again, ano nangyari? Diba? Una mong gagawin, cost of completed or transferred out units, si beginning inventory muna. And then, the total cost of the beginning inventory will include, diba, the cost that we have incurred on these units last month. Okay? Now, tapos, syempre, we have also worked on the beginning inventory units din naman, diba, this month, no? So, for material X, wala tayong dinagdag na kahit anong material X sa kanya. Material Y, wala ka rin nadagdag na kahit ano. But for conversion, diba? So, for conversion, we have the following. So we have 6,800 multiplied by 2.3136. So ito, 2.3136 times 6,800 will get, round off na lang natin to the nearest peso. Okay. So we have 15,733. So yung cost of completed beginning inventory units natin is equal to 288,530. Okay? Next, aside from the beginning inventory, syempre, the transferred out units also came from the units started and completed this month. So for the units started and completed this month, we have 36,000 units. 36,000 units multiplied by this one, yung total cost per EUP natin, 11.3675. Okay? So let us compute, we'll get what? So 36,000 multiplied by 11.3675, we have 409,000. 409,231. So, if you try computing for this, diba, using your calculator, magko-compute kayo, pwedeng hindi siya pumareho. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, pag sa Excel, mahirap mag-round off, talagang diretso siya eh. So, ayan po. Okay? So, yung cost of completed units natin are transferred out. Okay? We have 697,744. Okay? And then, syempre, we're not yet done kasi we still have to, urong lang natin ito. We still have to compute for the cost of ending inventory. Cost of the ending work in process inventory. Okay? So, as far as the ending work in process inventory is concerned, we have materials, diba? So, yung materials natin, the EUP we assigned for material X. This is material X, diba? So, we have 30,000 EUP multiplied by 2.3136. Okay? So, ang lalabas dito, we have 30,000 multiplied by 2.3136 will get 64,409. Okay? And then, syempre, for material Y, wala naman tayong inassign na EUP sa kanya. Diba? So, the next is the conversion. So, for conversion, we have 15,000 multiplied by 5.2789, which is the cost per EUP we have computed earlier. So, pag multiply natin siya, we have 15,000 multiplied by 5.2789 will get 79,183. So, the total cost of our ending work in process inventory is equal to 148,592. Okay? So, ito na yung cost of completed natin. Ito na rin yung cost of ending work in process inventory natin. Tingnan natin kung papantay tayo dun sa total costs to be accounted for natin. So, the total, oops, may difference. Wait, saan nang galing to? So, the total cost to be accounted for is equal to 846,336. Bakit malaki ang diferensya ko? Saan nang galing ito? Okay, wait. Okay, tama naman. 866,500. Cost last month, 2,727.80. Sorry. Tapos, for conversion, we have 6,8. Oh, yun. Doon ako nagkamali. Sorry. So, my mistake is that I have multiplied the EUP for conversion by the cost per EUP for material X. Kaya ang laki ng difference, so 20,000 yung difference. So, ulit. Gagawin natin ngayon dito, ulit, multiply 6,8 by 5.2789. O yan, pantay na siya. Okay, sabi ko na may mali. So, yun yung naging error ko. Okay. Sige. So, again, hindi lang siya pumantay kanina. Medyo malaki yung discrepancy because I have multiplied the EUP for the beginning inventory units for conversion by the cost per EUP for material X. Siyempre, dapat conversion din, di ba? So, yan. Pantay naman siya at 866,500. So, there. That is FIFO. So, medyo kakalito na onte. But again, just read the book and practice answering problems. I have uploaded 2 handouts from Sir Herman and Sir Cruz. So, study those materials as well. I will be uploading more videos. Siguro another problem to illustrate. And then, to illustrate FIFO and weighted average. Tapos, yung multiple departments as well as the losses will also be discussed later on. Okay? So, there.